Yo everybody, what is going on? Welcome to Team Needs episode number 3. We're focusing on the Indianapolis Colts today. Now, of course, the Colts are a dynasty built around a few years ago, built around legendary quarterback Peyton Manning. Now, of course, we all know Peyton Manning did play for the Colts early on. Well, not really early on, because he did play until I think it was 2011 when they released him. So, not really early on in his career, but he did play. I mean, he did play for them early on, but also kind of later in his career too, if you consider how long he played. But the overall thing is Peyton Manning did play for the Colts, and he is arguably one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game. So the Indianapolis Colts, when Peyton Manning was under center, they were a dynasty. They won, I think it was 1 or 2 Super Bowls. I'm really not sure. I think Peyton Manning won 1 Super Bowl with the Colts and 1 with the Denver Broncos. But the thing is, when Peyton Manning played for the Colts, they were extremely consistent. I think there was all but 2 seasons where they won more than 10 games, and they consistently were a top team in their division and in the AFC altogether. And then, of course, Peyton Manning, with that neck injury in 2008, that all crumbled. They ended up releasing him, and, well, we all know what happened next. Now, Andrew Luck, the current Indianapolis Colts quarterback, I'll say that with an asterisk, because Andrew Luck, he always seems to be hurt, and that's going to leave Jacoby Brissett, who played most of the games this year, if not all of them. I really can't remember. I think Andrew Luck might have played a little bit, but then got injured again with another shoulder injury. I quite frankly think his time in the league is done. And then Frank Gore, the Indianapolis Colts running back, well, yeah, he doesn't play for them anymore. So the question is, are they going to draft a quarterback like Mason Rudolph? Well, they're trading down in the NFL draft, and a lot of people think they're going to keep trading down. So a quarterback isn't really likely for the Indianapolis Colts, at least in the first couple of rounds. Now, are they going to take somebody on the board maybe later, round 5, 6, 7? That's more likely than them taking a quarterback with their 6th overall pick. They're trading down, and they very well could trade down again, maybe even to the 12th spot. Now, let's talk about who they do want to draft as I pull out my stat sheet here. I'm not going to read off stats the entire time, just like some of the notable things and everything, but Quan Barclay, again, if everybody else passes on Barclay and the Colts see him on the board, as we said, Frank Gore, now playing for the Miami Dolphins, would not make too bad of a call for the Colts to draft Barclay. Of course, Barclay, 2017, played 13 games. He's got 217 attempts rushing, 1,271 yards, and 18 touchdowns. So, for 2017 alone, pretty good. He played 3 years in college. If you watched the Cleveland Browns video, of course, you already know most of these stats. I just want to try to refresh your brain and everything. 2016, he had 1,496 yards. That was his most productive year in terms of yards-wise, and he had 18 touchdowns too. So a pretty productive year for him. But now let's talk about somebody else. Boom, number 49, Tremayne Edmonds, the linebacker from Virginia Tech. Now, Edmonds, these are from just overall total. 112 solo tackles and 10 sacks, 1 interception and 3 forced fumbles. Now this is over a 3-year college career. Now, of course, the Indianapolis Colts are a team that needs all the work it can get. Like, realistically, they're just, it's like it's kind of like, that old blanket you used to have when you were a kid, and it's still there, but it's hanging by threads. It's tearing apart. That's relatively what the Colts are. They are a wreck. They're so inconsistent. They need all the work they can get. They're like the Browns, but slightly better. Now, right here. Marcus Davenport, the defensive end. This is another, like we said, another big position. They need so many things in this draft. But they seem to think that Andrew Luck and Jacoby Brissett are going to be fine with quarterbacks, but everything else they are going to need to pick up. Marcus Davenport, 95 solo tackles, 21 and a half sacks, no interceptions, though he does have a touchdown. And then he has 6 forced fumbles over a 4-year college career. So Davenport, another piece that can string together this defense a little bit better. But as I said, they're going to be focusing on more of the defense and getting wide receivers and running backs as like undrafted free agents even. The thing with the Colts is they might be needing to get a new quarterback, but they really strongly believe Andrew Luck is going to be able to play again. Now, my personal opinion, I really think he might be done in the league. I just don't know. He's had so many injuries, but we'll talk about him here in a second. Now, I want to talk to you guys about Quinton Nelson. I didn't find any stats for him. He's an offensive lineman, but though he is 6'5" and 330 pounds, that's really all I got for him. But anyways, back to the Andrew Luck thing. Also, sorry if I'm being kind of quiet. It's 12:10 at night as I film this, so everybody else is asleep. I'm just trying to keep it down a little bit. But anyways, Andrew Luck, my personal opinion, I think he's done. He's had a bunch of shoulder injuries. I mean, I just really don't know. I don't think he's going to be a good quarterback anymore. I mean, he really wasn't that impressive. Like, he's not a guy that I'd say it's going to be like a greatest of all time considered quarterback. And with the injuries he's had, I really just don't know. I mean, I would like to be optimistic about it, but I really cannot be, because Andrew Luck, like I said, he hasn't played. He hasn't seen like a good playing time in forever. Now, episode 4, the Houston Texans are coming up next. I really don't know when, but I'll try to get it out. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.